Chief of Field Office, UNICEF Nigeria, W.H.O Tushar Rane, joins me from Syria via Zoom. Thank you for joining us on The World Now. It's another week to talk about breastfeeding and specifically making breastfeeding and work. Talk to us about this.
Indeed, first of all, let me thank you for having me here. At the outset, let's make breastfeeding and work. It's crucial to understand that the breast milk, which is the first vaccine as well as the first milk for the child, is very, very important for the child. It has benefits, distinct benefits for the child, for the mother, and I would say also for the employers, in the sense that it prevents the child from getting the vaccine, from getting serious infections, impacts. Obviously, it helps the child for building its own immunity, for preventing illnesses and subsequently mortalities, and prevent child from deaths. So definitely it benefits the child, it benefits the mother, and it also benefits the employer. So if you look at the cost analysis of it, for prevention aspect, it takes only 5,000 naira per child. And if the child is malnourished, then we need 55,000 naira to get the child back to the healthy status. So distinctly, 11 times we have to invest if the child is malnourished. It's crucial that we pay attention to the mother and child as a unit, because when the child is born with 50% of the brain development at birth of what it will achieve at adulthood. Therefore, the first.
All right, Mr. Rane, I very much understand you. But then, talking about the theme this year, making breastfeeding and work, a lot of our mothers still have to go out there and work. And more often than not, the paid leave they enjoy is about 3 months, which means that they do not have the entire 6 months to exclusively breastfeed the child before they begin complementary feeding. How can we make breastfeeding and work? Individuals, organizations, and governments.
Yes, it is indeed good to take stock at this moment. So women make up about 20 million of the 46 million workforce in Nigeria, 95% of whom are in informal sector, while the formal sector only employs 5%. And if you look at it, shockingly, only 9% of the organization have a workplace breastfeeding policy, with about 1.5% in the public sector. So, and there is absolutely very little support for the women in the informal sector. It is imperative in this situation to have policies in place which are conducive of an environment for women to breastfeed. There should be a paid maternity leave for 6 months, as well as paid paternity leave, flexible return to work options, regular lactation break. And I think it is very, very important to have this in place. I would congratulate the 7 states at this point in time which have domesticated these policies and have these policies in place for the women as an enabler for breastfeeding. We urge the rest of the states to also follow suit in this regard, and I think it will go a long way. And for the employer, as I was mentioning in my earlier conversation, for the employer too, it's a very important situation. It's a beneficial situation because first, there is it can generate economic returns by reducing maternal-related absenteeism, retention of female workers, as well as reducing attrition and ongoing training of new staff.
All right. Importantly, everyone has a role to play, and mothers need to be encouraged to breastfeed their children exclusively. Chief of Field Office, UNICEF Nigeria, W.H.O Tushar Rane, thank you for talking to us on The World Now.
Thank you. Thank you so much.